And I ain't cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. What up, Ross and Risky Tuesday? We're good, my guy.
What's going on, man?
You know, everything is everything, dog. Look, boom, we came on. I got the notification right away. Shout out to YouTube, man. They doing their thing right now with us. They was tripping a little bit. Let me not shout out to YouTube, man. They sending notifications straight out, yeah? So we in here. Let's go, man. A lot to talk about today. We had a round one recap. Go check that out. Peep that. You dig? Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe. All that fly stuff. We definitely appreciate it. Jump in the comment section. You can make that live and what it was. We got the clips dropping. We got the IG and the TikTok. I had to tell my daughter, like, yo, you gotta get this TikTok cracking. That's when you know you're a true old head. We gotta go to the high school daughter. Make sure we get the TikTok brand. Make sure everything good on there. So we got that popping with us. Yeah, man, y'all just stay locked in with us. Ross and Risky. We're going to have some interviews coming up. I know, Ross, we talked about it before. I got a couple things I'm trying to brew up. I know you got some suggestions over there on some stuff as well. So, yeah, man, we finna turn up the volume a little bit, yeah? But right now, we're talking NBA playoffs, second round. My Lakers on right now, playing the defending champs. It ain't going too good. We're a 15.5-point dog game one, and it's looking like it. Although we closed the gap a little bit, we within 10, ain't we? What score?
67-78. It's at 11.
Okay.
It's getting closer and closer to 15 as we speak.
You can go the other way. See, I was saying LeBron started off hot in this game. I saw LeBron. He scored like the first. I think he had 10 points in like the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, Bron was cooking at the beginning. Chet Holmgren had a hell of a first half. Slowed down. Yeah, man. The Thunder, they can get stops after stops after stops. And that's what it looked like they're getting. Caruso's on LeBron as we speak. LeBron just hit a nice turnaround. But yeah, the Thunder, their defenses just look good. The Lakers got 70 points, minute left in the third.
So, I just want to go to one stat. This is gonna let me know because I haven't been watching the game. I was out doing a run, doing some workouts. It's actually started a little bit early for me this game. Okay. I want to look at the free throws. Both teams with 11 free throws. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
We talked about that because I wanted to see how that whistle was going to be with LeBron James on the other side of the court. I know he's not LeBron at the peak of his powers, but he's still LeBron James. And so I just wanted to see how the whistle would be for SGA if they would give LeBron that same whistle potentially in a game like this.
Yeah, it's not been a lot of free throws on either side. Where SGA shot none. Wait, no, he shot 3. Chet got shot 4. It ain't been that many free throws on either side. Austin Reeves is like in jail. He's in jail right now. So Austin Reeves is 1 for 10. Just completely a non-factor. I'll be honest though, the Lakers, what they got out of Ayton and Smart, we saw Kennard them couple games. Like the surrounding pieces for the Lakers look real good. So if Luka could ever come back, and like we've seen Luka in the West in the playoffs, like say what you want, Luka when he in the playoffs, he live in either the Western Conference Finals or the finals. Like they've gotten over that hump. Ain't won a championship, but they gotten over that hump. Lakers could be legit. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on the Lakers. They could be legit. I don't think nobody's beating OKC.
Yeah.
But I think the Lakers surrounding pieces, like these guys that they're playing with Marcus Smart and Ayton and Rui, like
Rui's played well. He played well.
Yeah. I will say Marcus Smart. I mean,
Marcus Smart was
rejuvenated his career.
Without Marcus Smart, they don't get out of the first round. Without Marcus Smart,
he's Marcus Smart finna get paid. He on the 1 year. He's an unrestricted free agent next year. Marcus Smart. Well, no, he got a player option. He'll decline that, and he's earned some money. So shout out. Yeah. And Ayton got 10 to 10. We talk about rebounds, like just be 7-1. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We don't need to do nothing else. Just be 7'1".
Yeah.
Just do that for us. Yeah, it's just too bad that Luka's not there. And I know you mentioned something where I ain't gonna get on it right now. We'll talk a little bit more about the Lakers, but I think it's two teams that I think can beat OKC now. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. They like this. I think this the worst we gonna see him. Shea's got 7 turnovers and he's like frustrated. They still up, 8 to 10 points, and he's still like frustrated with himself. I think they sat 13 days or something because they had the sweep. So I think OKC, they a little rusty. Like they're gonna get better.
I just think as a basketball community, does anybody know what Williams' status is?
That's a good question.
And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I think that as a basketball community, we're just glossing by the fact that this is an all-NBA player that they needed last year to have big games throughout the playoffs and in the finals in order to win a chip. And he ain't been there pretty much all year. He's not there now. And whenever he comes back, I don't know how he's gonna be playing, how he's gonna be in the rotation, whose minutes he's gonna take.
They added more since like they got
some McClain pickup.
Bro, they got so much more. They really, you almost look at this team right here and you like, I forgot he was gone.
He's their second best player.
Right, but bro, they added the light skin, the young kid from Louisville. He kind of been in and out of starting lineup. He played the 2 and the 3. What is it? He's number 25. I'm trying to think of what's his name. Mitchell, AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
They added Mitchell. You still got Caruso off the bench. Lou Dort's coming off the bench. Casey Wallace is taking a bigger role. Bro, Isaiah Joe was snapping in the first half. You forget they still have Isaiah Joe. They got Aaron Wiggins. Then they added Jared McCain, a guy who was like on the runner for 6th man of the year. And now he turns into your 8th, 9th man. So it's like they got so much and so many different pieces that Jalen Williams is the icing on the cake. Like they really could win without Jalen Williams.
See, that's what I wanted you to say. I wanted to get you on here saying that because you was walking up to the line.
Like
I wanted you to go on over. Go ahead and be disrespectful to that man. Okay.
No, I'm not. No disrespect to Jalen Williams. I think once he comes, it makes them far ahead better than everybody else. Okay. I think even without him, they're still better than everybody else. With the different, because like right now they playing Hartenstein and Chet. Shout out the announcers. He even said it. Like they doing dribble handoffs with Hartenstein and Chet's pulling for 3. Like you could throw Hartenstein out there and go 2 bigs. You could sit Hartenstein down, play Chet as your big. Like they got so much versatility. Like they can match up with everybody. Who can't they match up with? Without Jalen Williams.
I'll go. Let's go. I'll talk about it. And we're gonna get to this. I want to get to this team because this is in the title right now. I was leaning this way before I saw game ones. I like the Wolves and the Knicks to beat them.
Oh, you crazy. The Knicks don't stand a chance. Oh boy, they put Jalen Brunson have the worst series. The Knicks don't stand a chance. The T-Wolves, that'd be a great matchup. I'm still going OKC versus the Wolves. Even though the Wolves, like, I'm not ready to give up on San Antonio.
Oh, I'm done with San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. We'll talk about it, but I'm cool on it. I'm done with that. They don't have the personnel.
No. San Antonio only team that could beat OKC, but I don't see nobody else beating them. I don't see Timberwolves beating them. Too many bodies, bro. You got Casey Wallace, you got Caruso, and you got Lou Dort, all to give you a long, terrible night. Like, not to mention Shea is a great defender. Like, Austin Reeves can't get nothing right now. like nothing.
Well, let's not act like Austin Reeves is any type of all-star. I mean, he's a really good player in the NBA. Borderline, we can say he's borderline all-star, but he's not, he's not an all-NBA type player. The guys that I'm talking about I'm just saying, I think, look, I know that what the NBA is and what it's not. I know that there's an entertainment value in there. And if somehow the Knicks can make it to the NBA Finals, it's a heck of a story with the Knicks being. I'm just telling you, coming into the Garden, I don't know if you're going to get a call in the Garden. That's all I'm saying. It would be really interesting if y'all get a bunch of calls in the Garden.
I like the Knicks in the East for sure. I like the Knicks in the East, especially after what I saw today with Cleveland and Detroit. I like the Knicks in the East for sure.
That's what I'm saying. And
my advantage goes to the Knicks because the Garden, like you said, it's just hard to go play in there. But
can you imagine the Garden in 2026 for NBA Finals? It'll be crazy in that.
Bro. We got to talk about J.R. Smith got trampled in the celebration.
Yeah, I saw that. My man J.R. trying to get everybody to calm down. What is going on, bro?
New York is ruthless.
Bro, it was crazy. I mean, like, New York is such a rabid fan base. I saw Embiid come out. Did you hear Embiid? He was telling the Philly fans, please don't resell your tickets. We don't want it to be a bunch of Knicks fans in here. Don't resell your tickets, bro.
Oh, I told you. You remember last year Michael Rubin had to go buy 2,000.
Yeah, like Embiid already came out and was like, yo, don't sell the tickets, bro. That I'm telling, like, this Knicks fan base it's two fan bases. New York's Knicks basketball and Dallas Cowboy football. They are starving.
Bro, and they said the thing with the Knicks, their ticket is so much higher that they'll go and buy the Philly ticket and go and ride to Philly because they're getting it for a third of the price they're paying for.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's that much different. It's like going to Staples for the Laker game instead of the Knicks game.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
So the Knicks fans, they looking at the Sixers tickets like this cheap as hell. Like Joe Budden was talking about, like Joe got the row 2 seats and his shit's like 35,000, something crazy. You can go get the Philly seats for 5-7 bands. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Very different.
That's a fact. Yeah. I mean, look, let's talk about the Knicks real quick. Love what they did in game 1. I think you underselling the Knicks a little bit. I know Mikal Bridges hasn't been the most consistent all year, but if you can start getting Mikal to roll, OG has been really, really good. Brunson's been a little bit up and down, but I still trust Brunson if we get, late in the games. The X factor in all of this, man, is a guy in Cat who, it's been so – here's how crazy sports is. I'm old enough to remember, Ross, right? It wasn't too much long ago that people thought for certain by this time Cat was going to be the best big man in the league, unquestioned.
We talked about it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if Cat starts playing, salute, my dude. I think the Knicks, I'm looking at the Knicks, I'm looking at what they got, and I'm saying if I can get something from Cat, right? If I can get Cat playing like Big Cat, and look, I know people don't like Cat shooting the 3. That's a part of his game. I watched that man win a 3-point shootout as a 7-foot player. I'm not saying he got to stay there. I don't want him shooting 7-8 threes a game. But if he can mix that in, plus he's giving you something in the paint. Josh Hart's going to play defense. I need Brunson to be Brunson. Mikal Bridges get rolling. I'm loving what OG is giving me right now.
OG's playing great.
It's like I'm looking at the Knicks, bro. And look, I was critical of the Knicks in round 1. I hated how they was playing. And I'm not a big Mike Brown guy. So this is taking a lot for me to say that I think the Knicks can do something because I'm not a Mike Brown guy at all. Knicks fan and content creator here. We got to do so. Let's collab.
Let's
get it popping. Because I'm telling you.
Knicks fan, all right, let's hear it, man. Knicks fan, what you think y'all gonna do, man? What's the realistic chance, man?
Realistic chance at what?
Last couple years, Knicks make it here, and then somehow they fall apart. We ain't even seen the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Final. Wait, no, they was in the Eastern Conference Finals against Detroit last year.
What was that? No.
Not Detroit, Indiana.
Yes.
And they got beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to see the Knicks, man, get over the hump. I don't know. I love Brunson. I think Brunson gets he like Cade Cunningham now. You hearing people say Cade Cunningham's best player in the East. Now, we talk about all these other guys, and I look at Brunson. He came up big for Dallas when he was the right hand of Luka. He go and gets in New York. He turns the Knicks around from what we saw. The Knicks was down in the gutter completely. Turned them around. Second round. Okay, now they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I didn't realize.
That's funny. They fake tough guys. That's a fact, though. I do believe that.
For sure, fake tough guy. But I'm saying, like, Jalen Brunson, where do you rank him? Like, where do you rank Jalen Brunson? We'll start with just in the East.
In terms of guards or just overall? What you asking?
Like, you put him up there with Jason Tatum and Giannis and Embiid. Like, where is Jalen Brunson? Like, they're trying to say Cade is the best player in the East.
Yeah, I think they're a little early with that for me with Cade. I love Cade's game. I would take right now. Well, see, I would put Brunson over Cade right now, but I would probably have Brunson probably. So I still got Giannis 1 in the East. I got Tatum 2. Might have Jaylen Brown 3, real talk.
See, but you can't say that when they done sent them niggas home last year.
Tatum didn't play.
I don't know, man. Jaylen Brown kind of showed me something in these playoffs.
That's what I'm with you. I mean, I think Jaylen Brown's underrated, but
I give you Tatum. I ain't taking Jaylen. No, I'm saying Jaylen Brown in these playoffs kind of folded.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
but I think he had a hell of a year, though. I'm just saying, I think he had a hell of a year.
Because when I look at it, okay, Jalen Brunson in the playoffs, he's averaging like 26. I mean, they last 2 games, they blew out the Hawks so bad that they didn't even play in the fourth quarter. So his stats could be a whole lot better. It's like, I think last year in the playoffs, Brunson averaged like 30. You know, the year prior, he averaged 28. Like, he shows up in the playoffs every year. Jalen Brunson is him, bro. He's 6 foot tall. He him. And I kind of fell in love with Maxey this year. Brunson's killing Maxey. I like Donovan. Right now, he looked like he's better than Donovan. I'm taking him over Jaylen Brown. Like, I'm taking Jalen Brunson in the East over all these dudes that's left over.
Yeah, I'm with you. My man said Jalen Brunson is near the top. His competitive nature. Get the best of him sometimes. Small guard has his neck. Yeah, you know me. So he hit the nail right on the head for me because that's always my thing as well. Like when it comes to like smaller guards, it's kind of a loaded question for me because they just have limitations. You know what I'm saying? Because those other guys you name, and when you're talking about Giannis, Jaylen Brown, you're talking about guys who not only can score, defend, but then they can guard multiple positions. They can give you rebounds. They can affect the game more. But Brunson
been here at 6 foot and will my team the victory.
Yeah, I'm with you. Brunson's a bad mofo. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I think, but that's why I think the Knicks could. You know, I think the Knicks get past Detroit. I think they get past Detroit, and then I think when they get to these finals.
They can't be OKC. Stop.
I'm just saying.
Just to give an update, we talked about OKC and the Lakers.
Yeah.
9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth. OKC's up 16, 75-91. McCain just hit a 3. Lakers making turnovers after turnovers. It's just fast breaks after fast breaks for OKC. McCain just hit another 3 to go up 19. Lakers not even running back. It's looking like they're going to pull the plug here, sure.
But look, I don't think anybody had the Lakers winning game 1. I think it's some positives that the Lakers can take out of this. I think it's some stretches that they played well. They just don't got they don't have the well, first of all, it's impossible for them to even win games if Austin Reeves plays this way. So they got to get something. You can't have Austin Reeves going one for the century, right? Like you just can't have that. So I'm not saying that he's gonna get 20, but he can't go one for. That's what I'm saying. Like he got to be able to give me 10 points, Ross, 12 points, right? If Austin Reeves tonight gives us 12 points, we in the game. Well, Ross, how many points he got?
If Austin Reeves gives you, he got 6. He's 2 for 12.
2 for 12. Come on, Ross. If he can give us,
if Austin Reeves give you 15, you still down 15 points.
Well, now because it's gotten out of hand. But I'm saying if he could have given us, if we can give us consistent scoring throughout, that's the problem. Is that like we didn't have nobody else to come on along with us. So I'm fine with
throwing Caruso in there. I'm taking Caruso to make this series hell for Austin every single game. I don't think there's a world where Austin's gonna be able, like they got Caruso on LeBron too, but I don't think there's a world where Austin Reeves is gonna have his way with Cason Wallace or Caruso.
I'm not saying have his way. I'm just saying, can you give us 15 to 17 points a night? Is what I'm saying.
I think even on those games, it's gonna come on 15 shots.
Well, that's the problem then. Yeah, that's a problem. You got to be.
That was last year when it came to the playoffs and everybody was saying that best third option shit, and they threw Jaden McDaniels, or no, they threw Ant on Austin, and Austin was giving you 12 points on 11 shots or 10 shots, and that was the same thing in the playoffs. I mean, shout out Austin Reeves. He earned a lot of bread this year, but
he got a low ceiling. Like his ceiling is pretty low. I'm with you. But I mean, look,
when he can catch a bad third defender, he gonna have his way. But the teams that got multiple guys that can guard, and you got a Cason Wallace that I can throw in and say, hey, just make it tough for him. Right now they got McCain on that boy, and if you can do that, then it's a long night for Austin.
I would keep Austin in the game. I don't know how many minutes he's played tonight, but I would keep him in the game because he was hurt for a while. I would keep him in the game and just let him see the ball go in the basket. Me personally, if I'm JJ. But let's get back to my Knicks, though. I'm a Knicks. I'll get back to my Knicks.
You're the biggest Knicks hater, too. Shout out to my boy.
I'm not a Knicks hater, bro.
I just want y'all to know we got a whole stream of him when the Knicks got Cat, and he was saying this means nothing. The Knicks fans are crazy to believe they got a chance. The Knicks are never going to win the championship. I just want y'all to know that. We had a whole stream dedicated to the Knicks. What was their window? How much time are we giving them to get over the hump and to go win? And to be honest, the Knicks are about on schedule. Like if you look at the moves they made, what is it? It's been 3 years. Like it's been a good little time with the Knicks. The Knicks look all right. So, they're trending in the right direction. I like what the Knicks, they trade that move for Alvarado. That one end up being a good move. I want to know, are they going to use Jordan Clarkson, or are they just going to kind of like, it seemed like, do they really rock with Jordan Clarkson?
I don't think, again, this gets to my Mike Brown issues. I'm not a Mike Brown guy. Jordan Clarkson is a guy who's supposed to be, you bring him in, that's instant offense for you, right? He's a guy that, like you were saying, when it comes to Brunson, if Brunson ain't got it going, those are the games where you're supposed to be able to bring him in, and we good. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult. You know what I mean? Because Mike Brown's a defensive guy.
Yeah.
So, he's one of those cats that hangs his hat on defense. And when guys aren't defenders like that, he don't give them a lot of minutes. So game one, I'm going back to game one right now. He played, Jordan Clarkson only played 14 minutes.
Yeah. 1 for 2 shots. Yeah.
And this is a game in which they won 137-98, and he got 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's
You know
kind
what
of
I'm saying? Like that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
kind of crazy.
Like he can't get more than 14 minutes in a like a 50-point game. Like, what we doing?
Yeah, that's crazy. That I didn't even think of that. That's crazy.
But that's Mike Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
but the Knicks they made the right moves. Yeah, you're right. Is Mike Brown going to utilize those pieces? But
they got
yeah,
a guy on their team though. Hold on, let me say this before you take off. Because he only played Alvarado 9 minutes. You remember when when Landry Shamet was looked at as like a big like Landry Shamet when he became a free agent was like a big deal. It was like, oh man.
yeah. You remember last year we were begging Tibbs to play him. Both of us came on here to talk about why Landry Shamet couldn't get no time. Mike Brown doing the same thing, huh?
Dang, I don't think. I mean, what happened to Landry Shamet? Do
I
we even
think
know? Like in
yeah,
terms of like why? I mean, bro, he was a guy who when he became a free agent, it was a bidding war. People were like, "Yo, I got to get like Landry Shamet, Landry Shamet."
yeah, he was the guy that you went and looked for. Yeah, I think he got old real fast.
My man said, "Nijman Clarkson has been great down the stretch. He reinvented himself. He plays pretty good defense now and gets rebounds. I mean, yeah, I mean when you mess with like Mike Brown is a lot like Tibbs.
Yeah,
He's a defensive guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to trust you if you don't play defense."
yeah. The McBride kid is real good for the Knicks too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the McBride kid. For Philly, okay, we gotta talk about it. Tyrese Maxey, he looked a little timid in the garden, man. I ain't gonna lie, it looked like it was getting to him. Tyrese Maxey. I know Embiid. We talked about him. We gave Embiid all the love when they beat Boston. I think turning around and having to play so quick, I don't think that did him no favors. But Embiid, he struggled. We called it out what Cat could do to win that matchup. Looked like the Knicks even did the same thing that we said they should do. What do you think about? You think Philly can step up? Like what you think?
I think Embiid's hurt. If you watch the game in which they closed out, Maxey fell down and slid into his knee. Kind of hyperextended his knee. Like Maxey was taking Maxey kind of got pushed down. When he fell, he slid back and he went right into Embiid's knee to end that game in Boston. And he was hobbling for he stayed in the game, Embiid did, but he was hobbling the last minute and a half. So I think he's hurt. And I just don't think he's going to be effective this series now because I think his knee is wonky. Maxey got live rounds coming back at him this round. See that first round, he didn't have a point guard that was going to be able to come back at him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Pritchard did what he could do, but Pritchard, it's funny with guys like Pritchard. We see them come off the bench on good teams, and people say, "Man, with more minutes, he could probably do this." Same thing with what's the small white guard over there in Indiana? The backup point guard in Indiana, little white. White
McConnell.
McConnell, yeah. Same thing with McConnell. People see guys like that play, and they say, "Man, they just got more minutes. They could." And it's like, no, they have become specialists in their roles, right? And when you see them in that role, that's what they excel in, is that role. Coming off the bench, giving you some energy. Yeah, it may be a night where they get it going and they can go and get 20, 25 points. But these aren't guys that you can put them in and they're starters now and they can, sustain that game after game after game. Remember, Pritchard was a whole thing. Like, Pritchard would come in and, light it up when he came in the game.
Crazy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now they ask him to step into a different role. It's a lot of responsibility. And it's levels to everything. My man talked about Shamet, though, right here. He said Shamet has been less effective after latest injury. Yeah, I mean, but it's been a lot of injuries, though. He could have signed elsewhere, but I think, big chance probably coming summer that he can open up some. Yeah, I mean, only reason I brought up Shamet is because, a couple of years ago, he was a very coveted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was somebody that people were looking at. as a guy who could score, defend, and do a lot of things for you.
He spent some time in Phoenix, I think it was, and then he came back to New York. Yeah, I rock with Shaman since he was with Melo though.
Yeah, Landry Shamet is just, I don't know, when I like, it was just one of those guys, man, to where it was like, and shout out to him because he came up a difficult route in terms of like his, how he got to the NBA. He's a Wichita State kid. You know what I'm saying? Like he's played for multiple teams. Yeah. Look, yeah. But yeah, let's go back to Philly though. Talking back about Philly. Again, the Garden is in effect, Ross. We talked about it, a second ago. It's different, bro. Edgecombe, he's still a rookie. Like, I know Edgecombe has played so well that people are talking about him as if he's not a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still a rookie. So I can only imagine being a rookie coming into the Garden. It's a lot, bro. You know, so Now, who we need to talk about is two guys who I thought should have probably stepped up for this team and played a little bit better. Even though he led them in scoring, Paul George had 17 points. And I'm gonna put Kelly Oubre out there, another H-Town boy. I know he's from Louisiana, but he went to high school in the greater Houston area. Put it that way, right? I'm gonna need a little bit more. Listen, on those nights where those two young guards ain't got it going, I'm gonna need for Oubre and Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the vets now.
Yeah, for sure. Paul George especially. But I mean, like you would like to say, Paul George, you've been here before. I think Paul George, he kind of in that James Harden. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get to James Harden here in just a second.
Go somewhere where they won already, and hopefully they can help him get over the hump. I don't think Paul George in position to be able to go and help them. Hey, I've been in playoffs before. Let me show y'all how to. I don't think that's Paul George bad.
Yeah, so you ain't rocking with playoff P.
I ain't rocking with playoff P. Nah, I need him to step up. But you look at the matchups with the Knicks. The Knicks got multiple defenders that can completely turn the water off for any of those guys too, though. Because OG and Mikal Bridges. Yeah. Then you got Alvarado coming off the bench. They could go from having somebody to pick on with Brunson to, all right, we're gonna go all defense, and you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't, and then Mitchell Robinson, got to give Mitchell Robinson some love. So yeah.
No, I'm with you. I look at that Knicks team, and I know the Garden. Like, the Garden is the only arena left that's an actual weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these other stadiums are actual weapons. The Garden is a legit, like, that's damn near like a college atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of like the intensity and like going in, like the history of the building itself. It's New York City. You know what I mean? It's like different. I know we haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm old enough to remember, man, where like Sacramento used to go crazy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That building over in Sac used to go crazy. We saw it last year with Indiana. Indiana's a basketball town. Like, that's a basketball state. That's what they play out there. So for the Pacers, like that building is going crazy out there. I'll give Oklahoma City they probably. I think Oklahoma City's a good building.
Oklahoma City's a good building. They say Minnesota's a good one.
I think it's on the lower end of the good buildings. I'll put it that way. It's not a bad building, but it's on the lower. Like, I was a bit disappointed in San Antonio last night as a building. I thought they didn't turn up at all. Like, I thought it was kind of mid in there.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Ant was just barking at niggas. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Boy, leave that young man alone. I don't even want
to say nothing to him.
Don't even boo him. Like, well, somebody on the bench said something to Ant. Well, you saw that in his first two buckets. Say, oh yeah.
No. Leave him alone.
silence might be the answer. You might just have to shut up and just
let him play. Yeah, you might be right. Because they was like, it did, like the atmosphere just felt, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a
I
rocky
will say,
crowd.
out of all the matchups, and you say you think the Timberwolves could possibly beat OKC, if we were to see the Knicks versus Minnesota and get to see that young fella go in the Garden, that'd be great.
Oh, like listen, it's history. Listen, it's history in the making because he gonna
If we
talk.
got to see that young fella have to go in the Garden,
God.
that
Oh
would
my God, that's an instant classic.
Oh yeah,
I would love to see Ant in the Garden in the NBA Finals.
Oh
my God,
his
'cause he
first
would talk
finals
crazy.
too. He gonna talk crazy. Oh man, Spike Lee, he gonna catch strays.
Yeah,
Fat Joe and all them courtside,
Yeah.
he can catch strays.
Every three.
You know, New York, all the fans they want to talk trash and yell crazy stuff. Like, I'm rooting for San Antonio, but I love to see him start barking at people, and I love that shit. Like, I love that.
If Ant can make listen, I think the reason I'm picking Minnesota to not only beat San Antonio but to beat OKC as well is just because I think Ant, his personality is he wants to take whatever it is that people perceive of SGA that he might win another MVP and all that. He wants to take all that away. Like you can tell, like he wants to. In the regular season, he was talking crazy to him, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying SGA is like backing down. I'm not saying that at all because SGA is playing, but SGA, that's his personality. It's kind of like SGA is kind of like this generation's T-Mac in terms of a personality. Like T-Mac was gonna play just kind of like he was never a trash talker, like, but you ain't gonna punk him, but he gonna play his game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, SGA though, he a little cryptic because SGA gonna hit you with the Instagram post.
I did see that. That was funny.
The way he did my boy Dylan Brooks with the Cancun on 3. Like SGA cold. He cold.
That was funny. That was funny.
SGA cold.
Yeah, no, that was funny. I'm with you. That was funny.
He gonna show up dressed crazy with the huge puffer with the meat coat to the floor. Like
he gonna be walking dead serious too. He
go in there and drop 40.
Yeah.
With the Instagram caption. Like,
yeah.
Him and Ant, it would be dope to see them in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah. Because they're polar opposites. Like they're polar opposites, but they're both so dynamic. But in like SGA's finesse, you know what I'm saying? Ant want to go out there and scream and yell and dunk on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then if Ant go talk his shit, SGA gonna hit you with a little one-liner. Like, yeah, I think that would be like good versus bad guys. You got Jaden McDaniels, and then you got Jalen Williams. You know, like the clean cut version. You know what I'm saying? They're close to being so similar. You got Rudy, and then you got Hardenstein.
Yeah,
it's like
and look, the guy that's getting lost in this whole thing, and I believe his play, not that he shot the ball well, but just his presence won the game in game 1, is Julius Randle. Like, Julius Randle is a matchup problem for all these teams, I think, left in the playoffs. Because they don't, like what they did, if you notice in that San Antonio game, what they did, they just started in the fourth quarter, they just started initiating the offense through Julius Randle, because what San Antonio went to was 4 guards. They went with 4 guards and Wemby. Okay, cool. Who the hell's guarding Julius Randle? Okay, you got a good defender on him. What's my dude with the dreads they had on him? I forget his name.
Castle.
Yeah, Castle. But he's just not big enough.
Then he got in foul trouble.
Yeah, because like what I'm gonna do, because what they
did, Johnson couldn't do it either.
What they did was they ran the old Dirk Nowitzki set, where Dirk would get the ball, they would throw it to Dirk at the free throw line. We're gonna throw it to you in the middle of the court, the free throw line, let you turn and observe, and now you got all this. So with the Knicks, You know what I'm saying? I just think if the Knicks, I really think the Knicks, man, I think they're gonna close this series early right now. I like the Knicks to get this series done early, and I think they move on. I think Detroit moves on. We're gonna get into Detroit and Cleveland a little bit here. I think Detroit moves on. I think they beat Detroit. And I'm fast forwarding and I'm saying, you know, we saw Drew Randall in New York. We saw Drew Randall in LA. So here's a guy in Julius Randle who's played in the two biggest markets he can potentially play in, possibly play in, New York and LA, right? He's played on those stages. He played with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So he's played on the big stages. Julius Randle against the Spurs, what he was able to do, initiate the offense. Y'all come double me. I'm kicking it out. Boom. That's when Ant hit that 3 over Wemby. When Wemby was trying to close out, I'm hitting that over you. So now we're moving on to this, right? But let's get to the Knicks, because here's what I'm going to say about the Knicks. I think if the Knicks match up with Oklahoma City, they beat them in the finals. That's just me personally. I'm telling you, Ross, I'm looking at these matchups, and I know OKC got a lot of bodies, but I'm just telling you, I think if New York can steal one of those first 2 games in OKC, I don't know if they can get a game in the Garden, Ross. It's going to be hard to get a game in the Garden. Don't forget, Ross, what SGA did game 7 in Boston. He was terrible. He started shooting a bunch of threes. He never shoots threes. Let me pull up his game 7 line for you, Ross, because I know you don't believe me. Hold on.
Indiana, you mean last year?
Huh?
In Indiana last year?
No, I'm talking about in the finals.
Versus Indiana.
No, they played Boston, right?
No, they beat Indiana.
I'm sorry, Indiana. My bad. I'm tripping. I'm just Boston.
SCA was folding, you saying?
Don't take my word for it. Let's get to the stats. You don't gotta take my word for it. I just watched the games, Lord. Hold on. Let me go to these. Hold on. We got the stats.
I got it right here.
Box score. How many threes he shot? We all know he's not a 3-point shooter. How many threes he shot?
12. He was 2 for 12 from 3.
Come on, Ross. What was he from the field? Tell the people what he was from the field.
8 for 27.
Stop it.
That boy was trying to win, man.
He was trying to lose. Motherfucker, make a shot. What are you doing? Make a shot.
He had 12 assists, though.
I don't care about that, dog. I don't care about that.
That boy just was trying to win, man.
Man, look. Had it not been for
he had 29.
Ross, he took 27 shots. I hope you get 29 points.
Yeah.
If you take 27 shots and then you shoot 12 free throws, I would hope that somehow you can come out with at least 29 points.
Whatever it takes to win.
No, what it took to win was my man tearing his Achilles. That's what it took for them to win.
Injuries that happens. That happens, man.
He was terrible, Ross. He was terrible in that game.
He was, though. I'm looking. He was.
8 for 27, 2. Like, we've never seen. I don't know how many games we've ever seen SGA take multiple digit 3-pointers.
And Jalen Williams had 20 points on 20 shots also. They had a bad game as a team.
Well, yeah, because I got my point guard out here taking 12 threes and making 2 of them. So, you know.
Caruso had 10 points on 10 shots. Yeah, a lot of guys, they shot bad that game. They still won, man. But you know what I'm saying? It's all about.
Yeah, because the other team's best player tore his Achilles. Before he tore his Achilles, Halliburton was 3 for 5, 3 for 4 from 3, going crazy.
Right, but that don't mean that would happen the whole game.
That don't mean that wouldn't have happened because we saw
doing that.
Nah,
we saw a revisionist history game.
No, I'm just saying we saw Giannis get 50 in a finals closeout. Y'all didn't even. Here's how crazy y'all are. Not y'all. I'm saying y'all because I'm not involved in that, Ross. Y'all are so crazy. Y'all don't even give Giannis props for getting 50 in the NBA Finals closeout game. Y'all don't even care.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even care.
Yeah, we do. I still got Giannis as the best player in the East. Me personally, I still
I'm
got
gonna take it
Giannis.
a step further though.
I still got Giannis as top 3 in the NBA.
The two greatest closeout games in the history of the NBA Finals are Magic Johnson as a rookie and Giannis getting 50. Those are the two greatest games in the finals history. The man got 50, Ross, in the finals to win the chip. 50. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Come on.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm
bro.
saying? You see what I'm saying? This is crazy, Ross.
You forgetting about Michael Jordan?
Did he get 50, Ross?
Let me look at what's his playoff high.
He didn't get 50. No. Forget. No, to close out the championship.
Let me see what's his playoff high.
No, forget his play. His playoff high is 63 against Boston. I can tell you that. That's his playoff high.
Hello.
And they got swept that series, Ross.
And they say it was Jesus and sneakers.
Yeah, and we swept Jesus. Whatever that does for you. I'm sorry to my religious people, but we swept Jesus.
That's what I'm just telling you what Larry Bird said.
Yeah, as we swept him to the side and we moved on. Yeah, Jesus. Okay, hi Jesus.
You know he had the game prior to the 63-point game?
Not 63.
49.
And he lost.
Yeah.
Giannis got 50 in a win to win the championship.
I don't know. Come on, man. I'm looking. Jordan, bro, stop it. Jordan first two okay, after he got swept them 2 years by Boston that y'all love to bring in, 88, Michael Jordan, 88, and the Jordan 3s. Shout out all my sneakerheads out there if you know about 88.
Oh, they lost at 88. What are you talking about?
88. You know he had his first 2 playoff games? He had 50 game 1. He had 55 game 2. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
Ross.
Stop it, bro.
That's
the
not
man
what
had
I'm talking about.
105 points in 2 games.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about closeout games, and that's why I brought up SGA in that game 7 because, like you said, everybody got real small because the pressure got real big. What I'm telling you is that what Giannis did to close out the finals, he had 50 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm giving you that. Shout out Giannis.
And he's not a good free throw shooter. He went 17 from 19 from the line.
Yeah, but I didn't like the way you trying to say the 2 best playoff performances.
I'm
agreeing with the closeout game. I'm agreeing with the closeout game.
That's what I'm saying.
2 greatest playoff performances.
Okay, if I said that, I misspoke. What I'm saying, those are the 2 great. No, first of all, I'm only talking about NBA Finals. I don't even care about those other games.
Yeah, well,
those other games don't
play
count.
in game 7s.
Those other games don't. Yeah, Jordan played in game 7s in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not in the NBA Finals. We don't play.
Giannis, that was a game 6 for Giannis, Ross. That wasn't a game 7. That was a game 6. That was a game 6. Game 6, he gave you 50, 14, and 5, and y'all told me y'all didn't care. This is how crazy y'all are in the NBA. Y'all NBA fans are crazy. The man had 50, 14, and 5, won his first chip, and they was like,
yeah.
Stop, bro.
Trying to make sure you all,
The 2 greatest NBA Finals closeout games ever are Magic Johnson as a rookie when he started at center against the Sixers and Giannis getting 50. Those are the 2 greatest.
And I don't know about that because the 6th ring, game 6, Jordan had 45.
Is it 50, Ross? Ross?
How many Magic Johnson had?
Magic Johnson had a 40-point triple-double, Ross. Where are you from, bro? Man, hold on. Hold on.
I need to know, bro.
Hold on. I got it for you. I get the work. Like Whack 100 say, I get the work in that game. And again, because you like to say this game 7 stuff. This is in the game 6. He had 42, 15, and 7. Stop this stuff, bro. As a rookie. Come on, man. You don't get no better than that. Yeah, as a rookie?
Yeah, shout out Magic.
I might put Magic above MJ on my GOAT list.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I might have to.
That's where you were trying to go to.
I might have to move Magic up, bro.
That's what we was getting into. So I have to move Magic up. That's why I tried to shoot it down before we went down.
I might have to move Magic up, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And y'all still. Okay, are we counting the old shit or no? We don't count the old games no more.
What's the old games?
Are we counting the old game?
What's the old game?
Elgin Baylor was 61 in the Clips, Game 5 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, here's the reason we're not gonna bring up Elgin Baylor, because when I tried to tell y'all that I got Elgin Baylor in my GOAT list, everybody told me he wasn't playing against nobody. So we cool on Elgin Baylor.
I rock
We
with
good.
Elgin, but I'm saying, like,
Nah, y'all told me y'all didn't like that, so we good on that. See, y'all let JJ Redick talk y'all into they wasn't playing against nobody. So don't bring up Elgin Baylor. We good.
but I'm just saying, all-time Game 7s. Let's see. Magic wasn't in the Game 7. You say Magic was in the Game 6. Yeah, okay.
Magic and Giannis was both in Game 6s.
Okay, I'm gonna give it Giannis and Magic. I got you.
I'm talking NBA Finals closeout. That's all I'm talking about, specifically NBA Finals, because we know that hit different, right?
But Jordan might have the next 3 best after them 2. 45 on the last game, bro. Stop it. With the game stealing steal and the game winning bucket. Stop it. And then never Bills again. Like for my 6th title. Stop it, bro. Stop.
I have to go back and look.
Stop.
I have to go back and look.
For my 6th title.
I might have to go back and look. See, I need to see what Kareem did when he was in Milwaukee. I don't know.
Yeah. Shout out the GOAT. You know.
Okay, let's get back to can we go? Let's go to the Knicks real quick, and then I want to get to the Detroit and Cleveland. Real quick on the Knicks. If I say the name Mike Brown, do you think Mike Brown can be a championship coach? Okay, let's say no, because you took way too long. See, it shouldn't take that long.
I think he can be, though.
Okay.
I think Mike Brown could be a championship coach. I think it would have to be the perfect situation. But I don't think Mike Brown would be the down. Even though I don't agree with everything he does, I don't think Mike Brown, if the Knicks lose, I'm not just gonna point at Mike Brown. I'm gonna say still it'll have to be either Cat ain't do what he was supposed to do, either they ran into a bad matchup with Brunson and the team just took advantage of Brunson. But I'm not the biggest Mike Brown fan, but I don't just see Mike Brown just having an epic collapse. Nah.
Right.
Even in Sacramento, I think he got the most he could out of that De'Aaron Fox squad. When they had that run, but I don't think it was his fault that they didn't go over the hump. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put him in Doc Rivers category.
Well, Doc Rivers is a championship coach. What are you talking about?
Right, but we've seen where it's all right, this is Doc's fault. Let
me ask you this: Was it the Spurs coach's fault that they lost game 1? He didn't call a timeout. They had 2 timeouts.
I think that was the right move. I think the Spurs, with how they play, they live and die with that outcome. I think where I give him some blame, they got such a free-flowing offense where everybody kind of looks for the best look.
Right.
I think the Spurs should have emphasized Wemby. Find some sets to get him closer to the basket. I don't
be catching. Have 10 points, 12 points on the game, though.
So Wemby ended up with what, 15? Let me see.
Yeah, what was his stat line?
And Wemby had a hell of a game, even outside of the
right. I'm not. Yeah, he definitely have a bad game.
I looked at the highlights, and it was like, damn, he going crazy, even on the bad game. Okay, Wemby had 11 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 blocks.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, if we call a timeout there with 5 seconds left, he got 11 points. It's like, there's something to be said, Ross, about putting the ball in your best player's hands and seeing what he can do, right? Because he's the best player on our team.
Right, but I think
but they got a wide open 3.
They got the right look, and Champagne was going off.
He's a shooter.
And he shoot 57% in the playoffs. Yeah. So, I mean, Dylan Harper pushed the ball. They chose not to call a timeout. They got a good look. He got the right look off. I think through the flow of the fourth quarter, though, Johnson could have got Wemby involved. Like, you got to find a way for Wemby to catch the ball closer to the basket.
Yeah,
rather than
I agree with that.
Out there behind the 3-point line.
I agree with that because, and I'm not saying Wemby in any way plays like Tim Duncan, but there's no point in the game in which Pop is not going to say, okay, hold up now in the fourth quarter. Let's get the ball to Duncan. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, yeah.
Or if Duncan's missing his jumpers, Pop is going to come up with a set where we get him a look in the post.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have done some things to give Wemby some easier looks. I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that. I just don't see, Ross, how I knew we talked about it coming into the matchup. I said, okay, if I'm Minnesota, right, and I'm matching up, yes, I'm putting McDaniels on Fox. I'm going to make his life very difficult. And he made Fox's life very difficult. Mm-hmm. It seemed like because Fox missed people kept saying, oh, I was talking to people today, they was like, oh, he'll be okay. He just missed a lot of chip shots, a lot of easies around the basket. They didn't realize that the reason he missed those is because he's looking, and because McDaniels is, what is he? What does McDaniels go, 6'8"?
Like 6'8", 6'9".
Right? And when you got somebody that size, 6'8", 6'9", that's trailing you, it affects the way that you're trying to lay the ball up or the way you're trying to throw that floater, right? So all of that is affected. So I thought he did a great job on De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox gonna have to be better. If for the Spurs to have any shot whatsoever, Ross, it starts with De'Aaron Fox being better. I think if Wemby plays that type of game, Wemby had a triple-double with only 11 points. The man had a triple-double with 11 points and blocks, 12 blocks. Come on, man. When you get in that from somebody and your young guards are playing well, you're the vet, we brought you in, you're the only one. He's the only one really making big money, right? Harrison Barnes might be making a little paper.
And Vassell signed for 100 something.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Vassell. Yeah, Vassell. But, like, you're supposed to be the guy, Fox, right? Yeah. You're supposed to be the vet with the experience. We need for you to, in these situations, help us close out. I know people been clowning Mike Conley having to play. They was like, oh, man, DiVincenzo out. Mike Conley hit a big 3 last night.
2 of them, yeah.
You feel me? So
4 for 7 from 3. Mike Conley really was the shooting that they needed outside of Ant.
Yeah. And he didn't try to do too much. Mike Conley understands who he is at this point in his career.
Yeah.
This ain't Memphis Mike Conley.
Hey. Terrence Shannon.
T-Shan.
And I love what he said. They talked about him getting downhill and Wemby blocking his shot. He said he told Wemby, you're going to have to block it every time because I'm coming downhill every time, and I'm going to catch
I love that shit. That's my shit. That's what I tell big fellas. Pause. Hey, you block a shot, I'll be back. You going to have to, hey, you might set a record tonight. I'll be back. like you going to have to just keep blocking these motherfuckers. Because I'm coming. Pause.
Yeah. Shout out T-Shan, man. T-Shan earning some bread.
Man, Minnesota. I know Minnesota's mad at DiVincenzo because they probably like, damn, dude, you making us have to display dude too much. We wanted to keep him under wraps a little bit.
One more year.
Yeah. We showing too much of our hand.
Yeah.
He's going to have leverage.
If you look at Ant, T-Shan, and McDaniels, that's a hell of a night, boy. That's a little core right there you building for the next 3-4 years, probably 4-5 years. Where, boy, that's a lot to deal with because T-Shan is like John Wall fast, and we know what you get with him, and then McDaniels is like the YN. You know what I'm saying? McDaniels done turned himself into the big bad wolf.
Fact.
So Like Minnesota got some. I tell you, Minnesota, they look good, man. As a 6 seed, I tell you what, the Lakers might have been smart to go ahead and dodge having to be that 3 and playing Minnesota. Like teams gonna start wanting to avoid Minnesota in the playoffs. The same way they was kind of ducking Denver.
Yep.
Some teams was ducking Denver. I think Minnesota's one of them. Like you do not want to play them in the playoffs.
And I'm gonna say this. I know they list T Shan at 6'6", and they list Anthony. I thought Anthony Edwards was tall. I'm looking at Anthony. So they got Anthony Edwards listed at 6'4". I think that's correct. Because after that game, I watched T Shan put his arm around Ant as they was walking off the floor. And I was like, damn, he was
taller, right?
He was clearly like bigger and taller. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. I thought this whole time Ant was like 6'5", maybe like borderline 6'6". He looks a legit 6'4".
Yeah.
Which is even more impressive because now he's in that D Wade. And you know what I'm saying? Like D Wade is 6'3"-ish. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell is 6'3", 6'4"-ish. And it's like, oh, they nowhere near Ant. Like the way Ant plays like he's 6'6", 6'7".
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that 3 he hit over Wemby, like he took a 3 with a 7'4", 7'5" guy closing out, and he just shot it like this. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ant's unbelievable, bro.
I think the Spurs. You're right. The biggest matchup though is gonna be for Randall. I think the Spurs. You might have to go to Harrison Barnes, like Vassell, or either somebody's gonna have to kind of take a step back. I think you need Champagne because of defensively what he gives you.
Yeah.
Vassell might have to swap out with Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, the only one kind of with the stature that can kind of keep up with JR. And then I think Harrison Barnes was starting at the beginning of the year, and Champagne ended up shooting so well. Champagne kind of kept the spot. But I think Harrison Barnes, last night he played 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I think Harrison Barnes, he gonna have to step up this playoff season.
Harrison Barnes. So off the bench, Harrison Barnes played 10 minutes, Keldon Johnson played 24, and Dylan Harper played 29. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. They got the bodies, Ross. They just not putting them in the lineup. Let me give you some bodies that they have that they can potentially put in the game. And I know they're a little long in the tooth, but these are professionals. They got Kelly Olynyk, they got Bismack Biyombo, and they got Mason Plumlee. All 3 guys who can clearly come in.
No, the other dude balled this year though, Cornette. Even though I hate on him.
Who? Yeah, but like Cornette, I didn't mention him because he played, but they only played him 8 minutes. Like he played in the game, they only gave him 8 minutes.
Damn, so they got 3 centers behind.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so everybody I just named didn't play a minute. Those guys didn't play at all. So Cornette actually got in the game. Cornette had he played 8 minutes in the game, but Olynyk didn't play, Biyombo didn't play, Mason Plumlee didn't play.
I could see Olynyk getting some burn. and Olynyk be hitting some big shots.
It's just I think one of those guys is gonna have to play because you're gonna have to be able to give a look to Julius Randle. You got to give him some resistance because like what he was able to do was just get the ball at the free throw line and just take 2 dribbles and be in the middle of the paint. Now Wemby got to come all the way over. Now you got swing, and that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to put somebody with some bricks in their pocket. That's gonna be. He can't just back us down.
I feel like Barnes will do a good job though. I think Harrison Barnes.
I agree. He can. I think he's the guy.
If you played him up over Vassell, you would lose a little bit offensively, but not much. But I think Harrison Barnes, he could be like a good corner guy. Yeah. Good, busted coverage. He gonna hit the open jumper. I think he's a little bit stronger base. He can kind of fight with Randall to keep him from getting positioning. Like I think Harrison Barnes might be, and the rookie, Carter Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Carter Bryant might have to come in like T. Shan is.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't think he'll start, but Carter Bryant, he's a good defender. He's strong. Like we might have to let him get some burn out there.
yeah. Harrison Barnes is an interesting kid, man, or interesting young man. Let me put it that way. He's 33 years old. I'm not calling him a
I
kid.
thought he's 6'9", right?
They got him listed as 6'7", but he plays like he's about 6'8". They got him. I'm looking at this. They got him at, let's just call it 6'8", 230 is what they got him at. But Harrison Barnes, fam, I don't know if you're. Is he younger than you? Yeah, no, he's older than you.
Harrison Barnes was like a class or two above me. He
Bro,
was number
I don't
one.
know if you know. Do you know how big of a high school recruit Harrison Barnes was?
Oh yeah, he was like number one. He went to North Carolina.
Harrison Barnes was a big time recruit coming out of high school. I think he's the first freshman to make the first team All American.
He out of Iowa or
He
somewhere
made
like.
he made first team preseason All American as a freshman. Sight unseen, never played a game. I think that's correct. Is that correct? Could you look that up for me, Ross, please, real quick?
Let
I
me see.
promise you, I think he was the first freshman ever to make preseason first team All American. Like Harrison Barnes, bro, was like, you know.
Let's
And
see.
I remember him being at North Carolina. He was a load at Carolina. Pause.
Yeah, I remember. Harrison Barnes. Let's see. First freshman to ever be awarded with the preseason. Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. You're right. Yeah, I
And
remember. I remember in high school, man. Harrison Barnes. Yeah,
people were disappointed in him because he actually played 2 years of college. They was like, "You supposed to be a one and done, dude."
yeah. Okay, that was class of 2010. So
Yeah.
that was my homie's class. That was Brandon Knight out of Florida.
Mm.
Brandon was
That's
him and
the he went to Kentucky, right?
right. Him and Harrison Barnes was up there, top of class of 2010. Let's see, 2010.
I didn't know he was a Florida kid.
Brandon
Brandon
Knight,
Knight.
Pinecrest, yeah, Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, it was Harrison Barnes, Jared Sullinger, Kyrie
That's the hold on, slow down. Sullinger, that's the big from Ohio State.
from Ohio State,
Okay.
Kyrie and Brandon
Okay.
Knight. That was the
Gotcha.
another guy,
Sullinger.
Tobias Harris was right there on that list. Tobias
Okay.
Harris in high
Wow, that's a
school.
good class. That's a good class.
Yeah.
Sullinger didn't really pan out in the NBA. He's probably just a little too undersized.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I can understand how, bro. Can you imagine having to play against Sullinger in high school?
So they had him listed at 6'8", 260.
And he had touch. He had touch. He had a jumper.
And my boy played him when he was at Ohio State. If he was 260 coming out of high school, at Ohio State, he had to be 280,
Right.
290.
285, 290.
But you
Right.
remember
Yeah.
at Boston, he had a little run at
He
Boston.
did. He did. Yeah.
He was all right. He was all right for Boston. He had a good little couple years. A name that we remember. Do you remember Josh Selby?
Yeah.
Josh Selby was out of Baltimore. He could fly.
Yeah.
Josh Selby. You had Perry Jones from Duncanville.
Perry Jones played at Baylor, right?
Yeah, big long Perry Jones.
He went to OKC.
OKC. He ain't pan out. Will Barton, Tristan Thompson. You had CJ Leslie. You remember from North Carolina, CJ Leslie.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's all the same class.
All the same class.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Deion Waiters from Philly, Corey Joseph, Finley Prep. I saw him. Yeah, it was some hoopers on this list. Kendall Marshall, you remember the light skinned guard that went to North Carolina that played with Harrison Barnes? Kendall Marshall was the light skinned guard. He played at North Carolina. He was the starting guard at North Carolina. He played with with Harrison Barnes.
The little skinny kid?
Look him up. Look him up.
Oh,
Kendall Marshall.
Yeah, he hit that like double. Did he? No, that's not. Oh, I see him. Okay. Oh, yeah.
He was cool. I think they won the chip. Didn't North Carolina win the chip?
Not when Harrison Barnes was there. Maybe Kendall Marshall might have won one.
Let's see. Championship. 09. It was the year prior. It was right before them boys.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was the 2010 class. So the class.
Yeah, because I remember Kendall Marshall was a big guard. How tall is he? I remember he was a big guard.
Yeah, I'm looking Kendall Marshall. He was 6'4", 180.
Yeah, that's a big guard.
Yeah, I remember that class. There was some talent that class.
Yeah.
That I would say that was kind of like the first class. I shouldn't say first, but that was one of the for my era, that was one of the class where like the Florida dudes was kind of getting on the map. Brandon Knight did a lot. Then the next year, you gotta remember we had Austin, who, speaking of, we're gonna talk about. But like Brandon Knight, well, first it was Kenny Boynton. Kenny Boynton went to Florida. He was one of the top guards in the nation. Then you had Brandon Knight. Then behind that, you had Austin, who was number one in the whole nation. So it was like that. And then that was the rise of Montford and IMG. Dwight Powell is still in the NBA right now. And Dwight Powell was that class of 2010. He is out of IMG way before all them kids was coming to IMG. So, yeah.
Can you tell me about this name right here? He might be a little bit too old for you. I don't know. West Palm Beach Cardinal Newman. You know that school?
Yeah, Cardinal Newman. Yeah, that's one of the schools where my school in football, if they make it to about second, third round, they always gonna have to go through Cardinal Newman.
So they had a cat. I think he went to North Carolina. Jack Emanuel.
Not familiar. What year is that?
That's my year. He an old head. This is like early. This is like early 2000s. Jack Emanuel. I think he played in North Carolina.
So we know Cardinal Newman more like that's a football powerhouse. Every so often, I'm sure they got a good basketball team, but like that's one.
So I'm reading this right now. So look, just for full disclosure, I pulled this up because somebody sent me this. One of the homies sent me this. They found this from when we played against some of these teams in Florida. So this is a team we played against. This is back in the day. At that point, they were 32-2 that year. They were three. I don't know what they are now, but they were a 3A school back then.
Yeah, that's what they are.
They went 32-2 that year. Jack Emanuel was an absolute beast. 6'5". He was averaging like 18 points a game, lockdown defense. We played against them. Let me see. Hold on. Who else he played against?
Okay, so I'm looking. So Cardinal Newman. Since then, John Collins went there. Scotty Barnes there before my.
Oh wow, Scotty Barnes
before Montford. Yeah, that's Lauderdale. Brooks Koepka, the PGA dude. I didn't realize he went there.
Yeah, that was what's this school? What I don't know. I don't know how to say this shit. Osceola.
Osceola. That's Kissimmee. That's the school all my little niggas from the gym go to. That's where I'm at right now.
We played against Jimmy McCrumman. Motherfucker averaged 20 and 10. He was 6'6".
Yeah, Osceola's like they known for like basketball.
Y'all got some wild school names out there.
What year was that?
This was 2001.
Okay, yeah. See, they known for their basketball. Osceola, that's Kissimmee. So what? That's a black dude, Hispanic.
I don't even remember Jimmy. I think he was a brother.
Brother.
Yeah. Jimmy. Let me look. Hold on, Jimmy.
So now it's a little bit better demographic, but I'm sure back in the day that probably was the hood.
Yeah, this is 2000, 2001.
Yeah, that probably was the hood in Osceola. They was probably the brand new school. Yeah, Osceola. That's right where I'm at. That's crazy.
Yeah, we played against them. Hold on, let me give you one more. When we're gonna get up, we're gonna move on. I think about me out there. I don't, bro. Y'all got some names out in that motherfucker. Oviedo.
Oviedo, that's Orlando too. That's right up the street.
Yeah, they had some. They had a good little squad. They was 24-3 that year. They had some players that year.
Now Oviedo, they got some good alumni.
Mm-hmm.
They got some good alumni. Oviedo, but I would say based on like where they are, Oviedo is kind of more of the football school too. I would say more of football. Basketball, they're gonna get through. Oviedo, that's where Trinity for two.
Oh, the WWE, yeah.
That's where she from. She went to
Okay.
Oviedo.
We played Bradenton Southeast.
Bradenton, that's down
Bradenton
Tampa.
Southeast.
Tampa.
Uh, Port Orange, Spruce Creek,
Port Orange, Spruce Creek. That's up near like Daytona.
St. Cloud,
Yeah, St. Cloud right up the street.
Melbourne Central Catholic. We played against them.
Melbourne Central Catholic. That's where T-Shan dad is the head coach. I sent you the clip.
So he probably, I don't know, when did he become the head coach?
No, like 2
Like
years.
recently? Okay, yeah, we played against them. They had a nice little squad.
Damn, back in 2000 something?
Yeah, they was 24-8 at that time.
Damn, so I know somebody who played on, it might have not been that specific year, but like that was so where I'm from, that's a like a Catholic school, but they'll give some scholarships to dudes in the hood and stuff. So MCC, we call them MCC. They'll always be all right. But I knew like the first couple black dudes that from where I'm from that transferred, they went to MCC. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they was yeah,
damn,
no, it
that's
was.
crazy. That's where I grew up. That's like, yeah, that's hometown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We came down there, bro. We came down there from Texas and went down there, and we
Yeah,
got a little thing down there. Yeah, we was down there. It was a couple school. Yeah, we went down there. That's where I got all my looks at. I went down there and clowned against them.
Went down there. Did y'all beat them though?
We ended up playing in the constellation tournament.
He said, "Yeah, we was down there. Yeah, we was down there.
We played in the constellation. Listen, we did pretty good. I was proud of us."
Yeah, man. Shout out Terrence Shannon, man. His
bro,
dad,
he's playing so good, bro.
His dad is the head coach at Melbourne Central Catholic.
I didn't know that, so I'm glad I brought that up. Yeah,
he got his younger brother who's All-American in JUCO right now. All of their names is Terrence Shannon, so it's not very hard to find them. But shout out the Shannon family, man.
From yeah, man. He's earned himself. I think he's earned himself some paper. Where we going? Let's go somewhere. Where we going right now, Ross? We got a little bit of time. About 30
Austin and Draymond, man.
Oh my God, Austin!
We got Austin here stunting on niggas.
So so let's start with Dray. So I guess we should start with Draymond first, right?
Yeah.
So this all started because Austin Reeves was on the Dan Patrick show, and oh damn, hold on. Looks like Jared Vanderbilt hurt his hand. Did he break his finger?
I saw it.
Did he break it or dislocate it?
So he tried to run down. They threw a oop to Chet, and Jared Vanderbilt was coming the other way, tried to block it, and it looked like either his pinky or one of his fingers got caught kind of under the backboard and bent back. And you could see they kept covering it. They didn't want him to look at it, but
you see the whole OKC bench is like,
exactly.
Oh my God, they going crazy.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jared Vanderbilt, man. Like the Lakers need him defensively, but hey, tape that shit up, put a brace on it, you'll be all right. Because we don't even shoot the ball at all anyway. But yeah, let's just keep it real. Here goes Draymond. So okay, let's set this up again. Let me back up. So Austin Rivers was on with Dan Patrick, and they were Dan Patrick asked him about the comments that Draymond had made, where Draymond said that he feels like for as good of a coach as Steve Kerr has been, he kind of hindered him as a player, and so he was like, Austin Rivers was like, yo, you're a good player, but like, no, this man featured you, yada, 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 right? He was like, no, you tripping. So here's what Draymond had to say about Austin Rivers' comments.
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1. He goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years. The guy received the biggest bailout in U.S. history prior to President Trump bailing out the airlines when his dad gave him $42 million. And I tip my hat to Doc. I pray that I can give DJ $200 million or give Deuce $250 million. I pray that I can do that one day. I love how people just go take the 15 seconds that they want to take and make it a headline. But I really enjoy watching Austin Rivers be bewildered.
Okay, shout out to Draymond. Draymond trying to go viral. I get it, man. He got his podcast. We got a pod. I understand the hustle. But Ross, the one thing missing in that is that he never addresses the points that he made. He just went at Austin Rivers as a player. He didn't address what Austin Rivers was saying in terms of Draymond. Here's the reason why you weren't hindered as a player is because of this, and this. He just decided to take personal shots at Austin Rivers.
Okay, but the way Austin's original, because all right, Austin can come off a little condescending sometimes. And I know he's in media now and he gets paid to have an opinion.
Y'all saying that because he light skinned, but go ahead.
No. First off, it's publicly known that Austin's kind of a little bit of an asshole.
Hold on, how's that publicly known? I missed that. Hold on.
Austin's an asshole.
Okay. He went to school in Florida. You the Florida expert.
It's known.
I don't know that, but you down there with him. So
all the evidence outside of what people say around here. But like, okay, you hear the stories of KG and Paul Pierce talking about Doc bringing him to the practice and Austin being competitive, but then you hear KG saying, "Nah, young boy really be feeling himself." They knew I gotta nip this in the bud. Then he comes to the league and he get traded to the Clippers and he rubbed everybody the wrong way. That kind of went south. Austin's somebody who was a little privileged. He was very good, but as far as like, he kind of known to be a little bit of an agitator, I guess would be the better
But
word.
what that got to do with like what he was saying? So like,
even when I'm listening to sometimes his breakdowns and his critiques, sometimes it just comes off as like, are you an idiot? Like he's just one of those type of people. Like, you know what I mean? Like he can be a little, and Draymond does it too. Draymond will try to break it down like you're just dumb for even thinking. Like, why would you?
Right.
Austin does it in a different type of way. Maybe it is the mixedness. Maybe.
Whoa, God.
Like maybe it is. It might be because we talk a certain way and Austin talk a different type of way. That could be it. But I don't know. So I'm saying in the original statement that Austin said, maybe Draymond took it like Austin was coming off. Like, that's my excuse. What I will say is I don't disagree with nothing Draymond just said on that clip right there. On that clip right there that Draymond said, even though he didn't address like the initial statement, he didn't lie. He didn't really get that emotional. He just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna just discredit you a little bit. Austin came back. You know, I think it was still fair. I'm saying all is fair in what they were doing. Now when Austin come back, now knowing how Draymond is, you the type where you're gonna have to see that man. I think, like,
no, he's not. He's not having to see that man. That man, he's
Austin
not.
report, you're gonna be on the side one of these times.
Bro, what you think Draymond gonna do? You think Draymond gonna like steal off? Stop.
No, but Draymond's more equipped to have that heated conversation than in person than Austin.
It's a heated conversation. What is he gonna do?
I'm just letting you know.
You think what you think Draymond finna do, bro?
I'm not saying he'll do nothing. I'm not saying he'll do nothing.
But I'm just saying, though, like, what I said was, like, somebody asked me a question in the media. I answered it. And your rebuttal is to talk about my basketball pedigree. So let me get to what Austin Rivers' response was to Draymond. Because he did come back, pause, and have a response to the Draymond Green situation.
Come on, Draymond.
And here's what he said. Let's get to Austin real quick.
Come on, Draymond. This is ridiculous. Seriously. Ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to address it because you crossed the line and you are mad disrespectful for whatever reason. You've been around too long. We both were drafted in the same class. The fact that you don't have the wherewithal to do your due diligence and actually understand I was being highly complimentary of you on the Dan Patrick Show. But it's you, and I shouldn't be surprised. You always act irrationally, emotionally immature, and your anger always puts you in hot water. So here I am having to address a video of you belittling my career. First off, Draymond, we weren't the same players in high school. I don't care about our numbers being similar. I did it at the national level, the top level. Hence why I got the Naismith Award, and I got pretty much every award you can think of in high school. I was ranked number one. You were ranked, I don't know. So cut it out. Next. College, you actually were a really good college basketball player, but it's hard to compare because I was only there for 6 months, something you could never do. Talk about I was, one of the featured guys. No, I was the guy. I led my team in scoring. I was first team all ACC, freshman player of the year, lottery pick. Stop. Next. NBA, hey, man, you got it, Dre. I mean, listen, I played in the NBA for more than 10 years, more than a decade, but 11 years, but I'm not a Hall of Famer like you. So I'll give you that credit. All right, you got it. But let's peel back that onion and understand why. Easy, Tiger. Okay? You have the delusion, the non-wherewithal, the irony of you saying I'm part of the biggest bailout in NBA history. Draymond, you are the luckiest basketball player I think I've ever seen, especially in modern day history. Let's talk about that. You were drafted to a franchise with a Hall of Fame front office, Bob Myers, Hall of Fame coach, Steve Kerr, the greatest shooter of all time, and perhaps the top 5 player of all time, Steph Curry, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest shooters, top 5 shooter of all time, another Hall of Famer, Klay Thompson. The Swiss Army knife himself, the guy who could do a little bit of everything on the floor, Andre Iguodala, another Hall of Famer. I know, keep up. It's a lot of talent. Not to mention one of the most lethal scorers of all time and arguably a top 10 player of all time, Kevin Durant, the same guy you chased off because of this, your mouth. You talk too much. And that's not even counting the plethora of talent around those guys. The Sean Livingstons, the Barbosas, the Andrew Wiggins, the Jordan Pooles, who you also chased off. Cut it out. Draymond, you're the backpack jump shooter. You're the guy that everyone leaves open. No one guards you. There are hours and hours and hours of film of just you being left wide open. In fact, anybody can just YouTube or Google or watch any Draymond game ever, and he's open all game. There are clips of you getting a rebound and just driving in a straight line and just getting a wide open layup because everyone's fanning out to guard the actual talent on the team. Talk about Steve Kerr ended your career. Bro, Steve Kerr made your career. How dare you? Coming at me? Are you kidding me? I wish I could give my son $200 million if I was a coach. Yo, the NBA doesn't give coaching jobs to guys who may or may not sucker punch one of the players and staff. You need to fall back, Dre. Let's just be frenemies.
You know me, I hate all things Duke, but shout out to Austin Rivers.
Yeah. He lost me at the end, though. He lost me.
How?
But do you see at the beginning? You see what I mean by like
I think all Duke players are
knowing who you are. He used a bunch of big words. He is like, oh, you're irrational and you don't have emotional intelligence. Like, come on, bro. Like, you corny. Like, that's that. Like, oh, we know you're gonna act like a nigger, and you're acting like a nigger.
Damn. Oh, wow.
That's what.
Wow.
Like, that's what I got from that. Like,
wow.
that's not what you got from. Like,
that's not what I got. Wow.
That's what I got from that.
Wow.
And then what's crazy is Austin say all that. Bro, Austin, you average 8 points for your career. You say Draymond, nobody guards him, nobody do nothing. Draymond averaged 8 points for his career.
Okay, here's the difference though. How many minutes they average?
Huh?
How many? Yeah, not huh. How many minutes? How many minutes do they average?
Okay. Over Draymond's career, he averaged 28 minutes a game. Over Austin's career, he averaged 24 minutes a game. The difference is Draymond got, we're not even going to say rings. Draymond got 9 all-defensive teams, 2 all-NBAs, a steals champ, a defensive player of the year, and 4 all-stars.
So all of that, what you mentioned, though, was on the defensive end of the ball. How the hell did Steve Kerr hinder him on that side of the ball?
Wait, what?
Everything you named was defensive. You didn't name anything on the offensive side of the ball.
No, I'm not. I don't agree that Steve Kerr hindered him. Well, I don't think he should have said that. I don't think Steve Kerr hindered him, but I can see where, okay, I'm looking at it right now. In 2015, Draymond was, okay, in 2014, 2015, Draymond averaged 12 points a game. Draymond shot 44 from the field, 33 from 3. The next year, and Draymond was first team all defense. The next year, Draymond was second team all NBA, first team all defense, 7th in MVP voting. So Draymond was making a big difference. Draymond averaged 14. He shot 39 from 3, and he shot 49 from the field. So I see what Draymond's saying is in 2015, 2016, I'm coming off my best year. I'm second team all NBA. I'm first team all defense. I'm shooting 39% from 3. I'm shooting 49% from the field. Like, you can run something for me.
No, we can't. No, we can't. What did you just say?
Where I disagree is where I think
who runs stuff for their fourth.
But listen, I got you. I think Steve Kerr, in hindsight, like what Draymond's not realizing is he was running something for you the whole time by putting the ball in your hands. You was being trusted as the decision maker, which, like, it may not be the play like, okay, we're going to put Draymond in motion. We're going to bring Draymond off the screen and all that. No, we're going to trust you to be the primary decision maker, which is running something for you without running.
Which is even more, that's the most important role on the basketball team.
Right. That's what I like. If Austin would have explained it that way, like, Draymond, you're not even seeing the bigger picture. He was running something for you the whole time.
That's what he said. He didn't say it in those words, but he was talking about, he literally, let me find the clip.
He said it in a condescending way, like I said.
Nah, he didn't. I promise you he didn't. Hold on. Dan, it was on Dan Patrick. Dan, how you spell Dan?
But like, I'm looking, Draymond has had good offensive. Like,
no, he has.
Bro, he shot 39 from 3.
That shit didn't even qualify. He didn't even shoot enough to qualify.
See, that's what I'm saying. They always gonna hate him.
Well, bro, Kevin Hart took shot a 3-point contest against this man.
That was content, bro. You fell for the content. See?
No, I didn't. Here we go. Let's go.
Podcast had this to say about his head coach Steve Kerr.
Oh man, I knew this was coming.
As much as he's done for me in basketball, a part of me think he's hindered me in my career and what I could have become. When KD came from 2016 on, I have not had a play in our playbook, not a single play that we run for me in our playbook. This is 2016. But if you're going to take one gripe and not be able to move past it for all the other things, then you're shallow as a person. That says more about you as a person than it does about Steve or whoever else in that instant. You got to take the good with the bad, man.
Can he be right in both cases that he wasn't featured at all? But, I mean, how do you feature Draymond Green if
feature him doing what?
I don't know.
Feature him doing what?
I'm trying to be fair to the context of
It's
this.
ridiculous.
That's why.
It's ridiculous. It's utter ridiculous. And you know what's
That's why.
Ross, feature him doing. I agree. What are we featuring him doing, Ross? Like Ross in basketball. There's no team where every player has a play run for them. That's not a thing.
But listen, I'm agreeing with you, and you and I can sit here and say that, and the basketball player is gonna say y'all didn't play. Who are y'all to talk? The way Austin just feature him, the way he just responded, though, you opened the door for somebody to turn around and say, "Well, who are you to?" Because you played and come on, bro. That proved my point right there.
I'll bring it back.
Let's keep it.
feature him doing what?
I don't know.
Feature him doing what?
I'm trying to be fair to the context of this.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's utter ridiculous. And you know what's shocking? Because Draymond has such a basketball, he has such a high IQ. That's a big part of his game is how smart of a basketball player he is.
Is that not a compliment, Ross?
That's good. He good. Let's keep hearing it.
So it bewilders me that he even thinks like this, because it's like, Draymond, them taking a chance on you and them playing you and Steve putting you at the forefront of that offense, making you be the point forward and kind of the, letting you allow you to have that voice and the freedom to have your, whether it's spasms or when he loses it, or to be the emotional leader of that team. Steve let him be who he was. So to hear he was hindered, especially Draymond's never been an offensive score juggernaut. He's left open 80% of the game. No one guards him. And because he's such a high IQ player, he's been able to take that and be a free screener for Steph, Clay. He's been this enforcer. He does all these things defensively to dominate. I don't know what way he was hindered and why they would ever draw up plays for you to score. You were never a scorer. In fact, the teams would have loved it. If you were shooting, it'd be much better than Steph not, or Clay or Kevin not. It's just ludicrous. I don't even know where he got this.
Ross, I'm with Austin. If Draymond is on the team with Steph, Clay, and Kevin Durant, I want Draymond shooting the ball. That's who I want shooting the ball. If you telling me Draymond's gonna shoot the ball, I'm signing up for that.
Okay, and Draymond said, Austin, you was all that in high school, but every team you was on, we wanted you to shoot the ball.
That's
that what Draymond saying. Because Austin got to the league and couldn't shoot no more either. Austin shot the same, just as bad as Draymond did.
That's cap.
Who shot worse in the league?
Who shot worse?
Who shot worse? That's all Draymond saying. All Draymond
saying. No.
We're not gonna do. If Melo and T-Mac and Vince Carter said that, I'm sure Draymond wouldn't have had that same. If they would said that on the NBC broadcast, and that was Melo, T-Mac and Vince Carter.
Because Ross, see, here's where percentages lie, ladies and gentlemen. Because just because the percentages might be what they are, if we had our choice as a defense, Draymond shooting the shot or Austin Reeves shooting the shot, we're choosing Draymond every time.
Right, but Draymond made big shots on a big level.
To win what game?
And you just talked about closeout games. In that game 7, when Kyrie hit the shot, Draymond was going off.
Did they win that game?
No, they didn't. It wasn't Draymond's fault.
So maybe Steph Curry shouldn't be so high on your list.
See, now you want to change the subject. I'm saying I'm looking at these years. Draymond has had better shooting years than Austin, and not only one or two.
He's not shooting the same volume as Austin, Ross. That's the problem.
At most, Austin shot 5 threes a game. Draymond shoot 4. What's the difference?
Draymond's a worse shooter.
Not by the numbers.
That's the difference. Draymond's a worse shooter. That's the difference.
By the numbers.
What do you mean? What, not by the numbers? Okay, what year did he shoot better than Austin?
A lot of these years, Austin Rivers was shooting 32%. Austin Rivers' best year, he shot 37.8%. His best year.
Wait, hold on, time out. Let me relax. That's not even the argument here. We're not adjudicating Austin Rivers' NBA career.
No, I'm just telling you why Draymond would attack Austin.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Right?
Because of the way Austin came off and
so now you sensitive. So now you butthurt because you don't like the way I'm talking. This goes back to Snowfall. Now you mad because you don't like the way another nigga talk. Nah. Fuck all that. We ain't on that. The man said that you had a great career. You were featured as a point forward. No team in the NBA was ever going to guard you, right?
He said because you're not a scorer. You never was.
He's not a scorer, Ross.
In fact, teams don't even guard you.
They don't guard him, Ross.
Exactly. And Draymond saying on every team you play for, we ain't guard you either.
That's not true. That's what I'm telling you.
Draymond saying when you went to the Clippers with your dad and they was trying to beat us, we knew we had y'all because they signed your stupid ass.
So what? See.
That's what Draymond said.
See, here's where you being disingenuous, Ross. You being disingenuous because you're making it seem like teams were guarding Draymond the same way they were guarding Austin Rivers, and that's not true.
Neither one could shoot.
See, that's not true. That's not true. I know you don't consider Austin Rivers a real Floridian, so you don't mind disrespecting him as a Floridian.
Bro, I watched Austin with my own eyes. I don't have no problem.
And what did you see him do? And what did you see him? Tell the people what you saw him do, Ross.
I saw him shoot the ball. And then and then guess what?
The man was the number 1 player in his class, Ross.
Right. And I was there at a lot of them games. And guess what? I also was there the first time Charlotte came and played Orlando, Austin rookie year. And we say, golly, Austin can't do nothing. I also was there when Duke came and played UCF when Austin was in the ACC. I also remember when Austin tried to bring up, you never could have left in 6 months. Everybody was disappointed you left Duke. Y'all didn't achieve nothing at Duke. I led the team.
Why did he get drafted? Why did he get drafted?
Because his dad is Doc Rivers.
See what I'm saying? This is the Bronny shit.
They was in the same draft. Draymond's still playing. Hey, I give you this. They're the same.
Okay.
And one guy got a bunch of all defensive teams and defensive player of the years, and the other guy is on his second talking gig, like Draymond said.
What I'm telling you is that had nothing to do with what that man was talking about. Like what y'all are doing is moving the goalposts and y'all are making it personal. So Ross, the way Draymond is talking, right? The way Draymond is talking, he's saying that essentially, if you didn't play in the league, then you can't have an opinion on his level. So he's saying Ross and Risky, y'all don't mean shit. Y'all can't have an opinion about nothing because neither one of y'all were better than him in high school or in college. Because I wasn't better than him in high school. I wasn't better than him in college. So we weren't better than him in that. So we can't have an opinion. That's crazy.
No, but
that's what he said.
No, us giving the opinion, first thing they're gonna say is you didn't play. I already came to grips with that. That's fine. They're not even gonna validate our opinion because of something like that. But
see, I got enough niggas that like have actually played that can validate me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I don't believe Draymond would have said that to T-Mac or Dwayne Wade or somebody like.
Those people are better than him, Ross. That's the problem.
Right,
Those people are better than him.
But I don't believe they would have conveyed that message the same way Austin did. So if that's like, okay, we do this.
Right.
We ain't got the biggest page. If somebody come in here and this they second video they done made and they done got 100 views and combined in 2 videos and they tried to criticize us, we're gonna be saying, hold on, who is you to be saying you? It's the same thing.
I wouldn't take that approach personally. I wouldn't take that approach. That's just me. I got a lot of. What's the first thing I said about my man? Listen, pause. When old boy came in here with this comment right here, what the first thing I said, Ross? I don't even know his channel. The first thing I said is let's collab. I have no clue if that man has two subs or 2 million. The first thing I said was let's collab. Like, I'm just telling you, I'm different from that perspective because I'm saying, right? Like, you have a right to your opinion. He attacked Austin Rivers back because what Draymond now knows is that he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He shouldn't be, in my opinion. I wouldn't have him as a Hall of Famer.
That's an opinion you're giving, but that's a disrespectful opinion.
It's not disrespectful.
Draymond was to come and say, how you going to say somebody couldn't be I'm just using this example. How are you, out of all people, going to be able to say who should be a Hall of Famer when you're not saying Hall of Fame? That's because your opinion, you step like you. When Austin,
let me ask you a question. Who are the people that can say somebody's a Hall of Famer or not?
No, I can say I don't believe that person should be in a Hall of Fame.
No, hold on. Who can say no? Who can say yes, no? You
can say it, but that opens the door for that response. It's certain things that I know. Even with my homies that I'm playing basketball, it's certain things that I know. Okay, when I say this, if they come back and say, "Hey, well, we both played high level D1 and you ain't played past high school," that's their trump card. That's gonna be the 8. Me personally, when you go to doing that, I already know I got you. That means my argument was so good.
So you saying Austin Rivers'
argument
was
saying that,
good?
And I'm saying also what Draymond said, like, okay, you have seen on Wild and Out, and what's my boy Emmanuel Hudson? He be like, hey, like I'm saying, all right, you know, I need a response now, you know, because Drake.
I mean, he came back, he responded.
Like Austin, you threw a good jab. Now Draymond kind of slid your jab and gave you a little body shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I need. Hey, it's getting close now.
I'm with you. Listen, I got a lot of respect. You know me. You've played pickup ball with me. I'm way closer to Draymond in terms of like the way I play. And I know Draymond hates when people say that, but like, you know me, I'm really like I hang my hat on the defensive end and passing, right? Bro, like
what everybody forgets about Draymond, bro. The man has played his whole career undersized every single night. Every single night, the man is. I'm going in here as the smaller guy.
Yeah.
And I'm going in here and I'm making my presence be felt. That's a different type of mentality.
I agree.
That shit. You got to.
We're not saying, but I think that's the disconnect.
No one's saying daddy boy, I don't want to hear you when your daddy helped you. I don't know my daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's different when a nigga ain't got no daddy. You feel me? God. Daddy's boy, and you want to come in here and talk about me? And I did this my whole life with no daddy, and your dad paid the way for you and can sign you and give you 20 million. And I'm out here, me and my mama, and we out here drinking dirty water from Flint, Michigan. Come on, bro.
That man is not from Flint, first of all. That's crazy. Whatever, you crazy.
Like,
you put some sauce on it.
But you know I ain't lying. Like, they looking at Austin.
You are lying. That man not from Flint.
But they're looking at Austin like, how dare you? Like we don't even know.
But see, that's the problem, though. Let me say this, and I want to move on. We're gonna move on. This is gonna be a crazy transition because I want to move on to Stephon Diggs. but this is the crazy part. is because I feel like the black community, for some reason, will more harshly scrutinize someone like him because of him being articulate, because of where he went to school, because he had his dad. And so now we look at Austin Rivers and we say, oh, well, you had money, you had your dad, you had your parents, you went to Duke. But ain't that the goal for everybody though? Is to give their kids the best? Ain't that the goal? So because you had an ideal situation, we're gonna grade you differently? That's crazy to me.
Okay, I put it like this.
And hold on, before you go, Ross, before you go, that's the old NBA. The new NBA, don't none of these niggas come from the trenches no more. Not the superstars. Ant is the last trenches superstar. Ain't none of these niggas from the trenches no more.
You think so?
Tell me somebody past Ant that's from the trenches. That's the star, or even that's really good. Go. Let me tell you what draft. Ant was in a LaMelo Ball draft.
I'm thinking, yeah, it ain't really none. All of them kind of, yeah, like Ant. I saw the story about Bam Adebayo. Them niggas different, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like a Draymond, I don't want to hear.
Basketball is becoming baseball.
It's a story. I don't want to say where this came from. I don't know. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. But they talk about Austin. Austin was in high school AAU tournaments talking about I ain't playing in the gym because the gym ain't had AC. And he really didn't play. And that didn't affect none of his rankings or nothing. There was no negative press. Like Austin been calling shots since a young boy. Like,
see, I can't
niggas know Austin. Like, come on, bro.
See, like, I'm gonna tell you this. I saw one of the top players. Listen, I played I played with and against a dude named Antonio Falou. This is go do your research. Antonio Falou. If you do the research far enough, I'm from Houston. He played high school in Houston, but if you do the research far enough, you'll see that Antonio Falou played at Oak Hill Academy. We all know what that means.
Yeah.
I watched Antonio Falou. I played on the AAU team with him. I watched Antonio Falou get a bus ticket to go home back to the crib because he said this tournament wasn't good enough for him. We was playing in a tournament. I remember like it was yesterday, and he said, hey, this competition at this tournament ain't good enough. I'm going home. Give me a ticket.
And you and I know what.
And Antonio Falou wasn't in a privileged situation. He just understood where he was in the pecking order. So that's all I'm saying. This ain't about privilege. Sometimes it's about pecking order. And I'm telling you, Ross, yo, I know I'm one of the top 5 players in the country. I'm not finna go play in the gym that ain't got no AC. Fuck that. He's not from that. Look, Ross, there are players that are from that. He's not from that, so he's not gonna play in that. So I'm not saying that's good, bad.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why when you get let out that cage and now it's other dogs, and these dogs might have grew up outside. These dogs might have had to stay under the tree. Being in the house, laying in the bed with the owner. Now these other dogs, they done had to go find their own food. They're a little bit more aggressive.
I'm with you. That's probably why Austin didn't pan out in the league.
These niggas looking at you like, come here. Same thing that happened to Lonzo. Same thing that happened to Bronny. Everybody want to give Bronny his best shot. These niggas looking like, but
no, we can't say Lonzo.
I got my boys Tony Allen and Zebo. It's a difference when it's out the mud.
But see, that's 20 years. But see, that's different. But see, Zebo, that's my era. See, we different. That's totally different. Right now, what we have, all the top players are, if you look at all the top players around the country now, all they dads either played major D1 basketball or played in the NBA.
Nah, man, I'm like Coach Prime. I
Don't be like
I
Coach
want my
Tom. He just
superstar to come from a single mama household. I want my superstar from a single mama household. I want them to have to feed mama. I feel you. Hey, Brian don't know his daddy, and you see what happened to him. You feel me?
I ain't talking about that. I ain't going there.
You
Okay,
feel me?
can we end on this? My man Stephon Diggs, he had a trial. He was found not guilty. Shout out to Stephon Diggs. He beat the case. So shout out to Diggs, man. Let me play this real quick. Here goes Diggs when they're reading the verdict. Can I find the verdict? Here we go. Let's play the verdict real quick of Stephon Diggs. Here we go, Ross.
Count 1, strangulation or suffocation. What is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, the charge of assault and battery. What is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Madam Forelady, members of the jury, hearken to your verdict as the court has recorded it. Upon your oath, you say that the defendant is not guilty of the count of strangulation or suffocation and not guilty of the count of assault and battery. So say you, Madam Forelady?
Yes.
So say all members of the jury.
Yes.
All right, count 1, strangulation or
Shout out to Stephon Diggs. He beat the case. So you mentioned to me behind the scenes that your mom was watching the trial. The cook was a terrible witness. She was horrible. She was very combative. She tried to clean it up for IG and tried to dress very conservative. But we got the let me pull this for the people. Hold on, let me pull this for the people. This is her. It looks like she got a full BBL. Yeah, let me pull her up. She was trying to act like
got to do with something.
I mean, because that got a lot to do. Because this is her on the stand, but that was her at the crib. See?
What that mean?
On the stand, she trying to pull her hair back. She like an old lady on the stand.
She supposed to wear the court, bro.
She like an old lady on the stand. The picture on the left, apparently they said that was right after the time that she said she was assaulted. And she in a full bodysuit. And it looked like she got a BBL. Or maybe she just got a bunch of ass. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you. It don't look. I mean, they didn't believe her. I wish I can play some more of this. Let me play this clip right here before we get up out of here. This is the last clip we'll play. We'll react and we'll get up out of here on this right here, Ross. Here we go. This is from the trial.
You know if Miss Adams cooked dinner that night?
It was like a hot dog. It was like and there was like mustard on it, but it was like left on the counter and it was like dried up. And then in the room, it was like dried up. So there was like 2 that were made.
Let me back you up on that. Do you know if she did cook dinner that night?
She did.
Where did she do that?
In the kitchen.
And what time did you see that?
I just remember the food being like prepared.
Okay.
Already.
And you mentioned it was a hot dog or something like that?
Yeah, it was like a hot dog or like, like Auntie Anne's when they have like the pretzel dogs. It kind of looked like that, but it just looked dried up.
There you go. Shout out to my man Stephon Diggs. She out here cooking dried up hot dogs with mustard. We got to get you up out of here. Get you up out the paint.
So he fired her, and then in return, this is what she tried to do.
Yeah, she tried to like get the baggie on him. Yeah.
Yeah, they say she was trying to hit up Cardi and all type of stuff.
Yeah,
man, just message to all our young fellas, because this becoming a more occurring thing that keeps happening. Man, your chef, your masseuse, your assistant, your all these employees that y'all having, and y'all go get the fine employee with the ass and oh, I'm finna just pay you to live in my house and cook for me, or oh, I'm gonna make you my personal masseuse. Like, bruh, go hire one of your aunties, give her the recipes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be smarter. Go get you a old lady that's a good masseuse that you ain't finna be trying to hit on the side. You know, go hire a male to be your assistant. Go like you gotta protect yourself, bro. They just leaving the door open for this type of stuff. Salute Stefan for doing it, but like no more chefs with the ass.
Yeah, it's just a bad idea. And she was a live-in chef.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, so now you got to come home from practice and look at that, and then she got to see you walk around. Like, it's too much.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm with you. Yeah, man. If y'all trust me, whatever recipes Auntie got, they way better than whatever that chef got. Trust me.
Or like they're gonna say healthy. Like, teach Auntie how to cook a little healthy. You know, like you can go like pay for a legit court. Like, you could literally send her to a culinary. Like, you could literally do a course. Like,
I'm with you. Yeah, no, you 100% correct, Ross. If you feel like that, bro, send Auntie to a course, let her get the meals, and let her do that for you. That way you don't got none of that weird temptation, right, of doing none of that stuff. You ain't got none of that in your house. Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro, because, like, he didn't need that, right? And she admitted that, I don't know if it's true or not, because Stefan Diggs didn't testify, but she said that her and Diggs was getting it in sexually while Cardi was pregnant. That's what she said. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what she said on Sand.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, yeah. I'm with you though, dude. Like, if I got an aunt, some cousins I'm close to, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's not a blood family member, go get you an older black lady who's gonna treat you like her son.
Yeah. No, you right.
And or if you don't want to get a black lady, go whatever race, but go get you some. Like, you don't hire the housemaid with the ass. Don't hire the chef with the ass. Like, I see now it's viral where they're going to get the lawyer with the ass now. They got the lawyer with the ass in the TikTok.
They already got what's this fake psychologist chick, this Dr. Bryant chick. They already got her out there.
Oh, Cheyenne Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we already got her out there. I'm with you. Like, don't waste your time on none of that, fam.
There's nothing good is gonna come out of that. And then, like, Stefan, what sucks is, okay, not guilty, but like the Patriots already got rid of Stefan. All these headlines and stuff, like, it's killing your money.
100%. And he's at the end of his career. So he needs, like, positive stuff going on so he can get a couple paydays before he gets up out of here. But all right, man, we up out of here for the night, man. Man, it's been a good show. I saw a lot of people jump up in here tonight. Hopefully somebody hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We out of here, man. Double salute.
Hope I ain't get too off the rails tonight, man.
No, you was good, man. You was good, man. That's Ross and Risky. We be back on Thursday, right?
Yeah, we back.